Hey there, it's Irene Lyon. Welcome to this video, to this YouTube channel, and to this world of healing trauma, nervous system health, and all things neuroplasticity. Today is a very special day. I'm dating the video. It is the day before we open up registration for SmartBody SmartMind, which is my longer, more comprehensive online program. It is paid, that I offer to the world once a year. It's called SmartBody SmartMind. And like I said, dating this, we open up registration on Monday, February 17th. So depending on when you get this video, it might be the day before, it might be the day of, or it might be 5 months later. So I wanted to break down the differences between my two online programs. One of them being SmartBody SmartMind, which opens up tomorrow, and the other being the 21-day nervous system tune-up. Now, the reason why I wanted to break these down is because there's questions, which are completely valid, as to why or what is the difference between the two. So, quick domestic housekeeping note. As I said, SmartBody SmartMind, we only run this once a year. Registration is only open for 2 weeks. This year, we close on Sunday, March 1st. End of day Pacific time, and we will not open up registration until next year around this time. So if you know you want to start working with me and my team and learning what it means to become your own medicine and helping your system find better regulation, nervous system regulation, rewiring all the old patterns that have maybe been baked into your system as a result of early trauma and developmental trauma, all the traumas that happen to us in our lifetime, now is the time to get in and sign up and work with me for the next 3 months. Now, let's just say you are watching this after the fact and we've closed registration. One of the ways, or one of the reasons I created the 21-day nervous system tune-up course, it's a self-study starter course, is so that if you are here after we close registration, you can still begin the process of learning how to become your own medicine and working at this nervous system level. So quick history point, I developed SmartBody SmartMind first. So this was the first comprehensive program that I developed through the work I was doing in my private practice, creating audio homework exercises for my clients, creating slideshows that teach all of the intricacies of the nervous system. It was based on seminars I did live in my office. So all of the information, all of the practices, all of the education, the training calls within SmartBody SmartMind, we abbreviate it SBSM, are born and birthed through my one-on-one time and my one-on group time when I used to teach groups, and I still teach groups, but back in the day, it's based on those findings. Also based on the work that I've learned through the fields of somatic experiencing, that's the work of Peter Levine, somatic practice, the work of Kathy Kane, and the Feldenkrais method, namely Moshe Feldenkrais. So both of these programs carry those elements. The difference with the 21 days is it's 21 days versus 12 weeks, so it's not as long, and we work on foundations and basics of the nervous system and reconnecting with the body, the mind, the environment connections. The longer program, SBSM, this gets into deeper work with what I call the stress organ levels. I did another video on this. I'm going to post that below if you want to check that out. But namely, the parts of the body, the organs within the body, the systems of the body that go into fight, flight, and freeze mode when there has been stress and threat and danger in our environment and in our world. For some of us, our entire childhoods, and even maybe currently today. So the SBSM program, the 12-week program that we only run once a year, it gets into these deeper layers. It is what I, as I mentioned, originally designed because I saw there needed to be a sequencing, I call it a sequencing of the neuroplastic healing. We can't go into more advanced practices at the beginning when our nervous system is dysregulated, when we are suffering from chronic health conditions, mental health issues and even relational troubles within our immediate environment, with the ability to see the world, to be connected to our body, to know who we are, and to have solid life force energy in our lives and our worlds. So Smart Body, Smart Mind gets into more than the basics of learning how to orient and follow impulse and connect to the body. It gets into working at this stress organ level, which is essential when we have survived and lived through early and developmental trauma. We also get into working with healthy aggression, using sound and various exercises. I call them neurosensory exercises to spark up that life force energy. We get into more complex Feldenkraisian learning. Again, the work of Moshe Feldenkrais, bringing movement back into the system and really fine-tuning our intention and attention to our movement. So when we work at this stress organ level, at that foundational level of reconnecting with self and the environment, when we bring in more of the movement practices through the Feldenkraisian way of learning, we are essentially touching into all the different elements that our autonomic nervous system connects with. And then this is how this work works. It's in a way reverse engineering the process. So we are touching into the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, through these neurosensory exercises, through these capacity building lessons, we call them, so that you can find more capacity, more ability to be with the survival stress, those fight, flight, and freeze responses that are stored in our system. What we know through the research is when we keep that in our system, in other words, we would call this untreated trauma, untreated early trauma, it sets us up for our genetic predispositions to be expressed. In other words, if we have a predisposition in our family for heart disease, we are more likely to succumb to that later in life. Same with cancer, same with mental illness, same with chronic illnesses, autoimmune illnesses, etc. The research, specifically the ACE study, Adverse Childhood Experiences study, the work of Dr. Stephen Porges, and of course the work that my mentors have done and I've done within my work with my students all around the world, we have seen that when we get into this nervous system level at this deeper level through Smart Body, Smart Mind, over time, with practice, with diligence, with commitment, the system starts to recover, it starts to learn better regulation, better resiliency, and it starts to restore. Now, the 21-day nervous system tune-up is a great place to start. Again, if you're watching this 5 months out and we are no longer bringing people into Smart Body, Smart Mind, please start at the 21-day nervous system tune-up, because it will give you the basic education and practices to get your system going on this train, on this track of becoming your own medicine, and I like to say becoming an apprentice of your nervous system. However, if you are watching this when we are open for registration for Smart Body, Smart Mind, now is the time to get in so you get that full package and the support that comes with Smart Body, Smart Mind. We have live calls, we have live lectures, there's a very active and robust Facebook community where myself and my team, my colleagues, all professionals are in there 7 days a week answering questions around your process and learning within SBSM. The other thing with the course, the longer form course, you get it for life. So when you become a member, you are essentially buying into becoming part of this worldwide community. So when we end the program in 3 months' time, you still have capacity to go in, access the materials, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep rewiring and building more resiliency and regulation into your system. When we run the program the following year, you are invited to come back and do the program again and again and again with us. So again, 2 courses that are very similar, I should say, and yet the longer one, SBSM, is more robust. It has got all the elements that I believe are essential so that we can learn better regulation in our system. The 21 days was curated from the Smart Body, Smart Mind curriculum. It'll give you the beginning pieces, the basics, the foundations, but it won't give you the deeper elements of working with the stress physiology, working with anger, healthy aggression, etc. I hope this short video has given you a little bit of a detail onto the differences of SBSM and the 21-day tune-up. If you want more information, of course, the best way to do that is head to the site, read for yourself, listen to the videos, read some of the stories. If you have questions, do not hesitate to email us via my support email, support@irenelyon.com. We will be happy to answer them. And hopefully, whether it's for SBSM this year or the 21-day nervous system tune-up, when you land on this video, I invite you to join and give yourself this gift of learning and healing at the nervous system level. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time. So you have all this potential. Why is it so hard to step into? You've been living in survival mode, these fight, flight, and freeze responses. It's no fun, zaps your energy, and it can lead to things like anxiety, depression, insomnia, burnout, poor digestion, and a weakened immune system, and eventually to chronic health conditions. Living in survival mode hurts us, our communities, our planet. This stuff doesn't heal with time or on its own, but you can change it. This is why I created SmartBody SmartMind, an online program that teaches you to work at the root cause, your nervous system. So you can finally heal, realize your potential, and a whole lot